Hi everybody, I'm here in Hanoi. Yeah, just in my hotel room. It's late. Not out on the street, but there's going to be some scenery attached to the end of this. Um, I want to talk about a little phenomenon here in Hanoi that you'll see a lot of commentary on. If you search YouTube and other social media, but I'm going to talk about it very differently than anything I've seen so far. And that's the driving and the traffic. I've seen countless videos and other commentary talking about how crazy and insane the driving is here in Hanoi. And I thought that too when I first came here almost 5 years ago. Um, this is my third time here. And it's been 4 years. You'll see a lot of people running red lights, taking turns when there's oncoming traffic. They even sell t-shirts here. A friend of mine who sells t-shirts, the one who sold me this one, Uncle Ho, even tried to get me to buy one that they show a traffic light and they reverse it, putting green on top to kind of sell it, even though traffic light's here, but red on top just like everywhere else. And it'll say, Hanoi, traffic regulations or something like that, and then on the green it says I can go, and then on the yellow it says I can go, and then on the red light it says I still can go. And like I said, my friend who sells t-shirts tried to get me to buy one, and I was like, hell no, just because wearing that in the US would just, be seen as reinforcing the stereotype that's so very common about Asian people being bad drivers. I told her, like, hey, if you can make fun of yourself, then who am I to tell you you can't? But now that I'm back here, no, they're not crazy drivers. And those shirts, they're not self-deprecating humor. They're pride. See, here's what you start noticing. Here's what I started to notice. And like yeah, people cut red lights when there's no oncoming traffic that's moving fast enough that they can't reasonably slow down. Yeah, you will see people, especially like older folks who are kind of slow, start crossing the street when there's oncoming traffic. And oftentimes the oncoming traffic will have to slow down or even stop, but they do. And the folks or whoever else who does walk into the street then only does it when they can see that these oncoming cars or motorcycles won't have much of a problem slowing down or stopping. They don't have to hit the brakes real hard. And you don't see any wrecks here. I'm not saying there aren't any, but I haven't seen one. This is my third time here. Don't know if I can say that for too many places I've been. Because what you start realizing, everybody comes to Vietnam because the Vietnamese people are so friendly. And they see the driving, but they fail to make the connection that the friendliness is part of the driving. See, what I realized, and I talked to my Vietnamese friend about it, and he's like, yeah, is that the awareness and the courtesy of just noticing your fellow human beings is more important than the rules. You know, going by the rules might actually sometimes be impeding in certain situations, and they adapt. They realize that if sticking within those rules, yeah, it might be hard for some old folks to cross the street. It might be hard for people to make their turns in time, to get where they're going. So they adjust for it. So when they say, yeah, I can still go on a red light, it's because everybody's looking out for each other. People aren't insisting on, well, I have the light, I'm in the right with the rules. They're not doing that. Looking out for each other and being able to adapt situationally. And knowing that sometimes that's okay and that's good is what's important. More than the fucking rules. So, yeah. They're not crazy drivers who happen to be good or lucky. They're really considerate drivers who just simply say, well, sometimes you gotta break the rules.
For 3,000
Okay.
Vietnamese workers.
Oh, I gotcha.
This police is for only motorbike. Bicycle, walking and change. Has not car here.
Motorcycles, bicycles, pedestrians, and trains. But no cars. But hey, it works. Cabins had their own lampshades. It's pretty nice inside, actually, albeit old.